Workshop of Armstrong County, here with episode number 4 of our YouTube channel. So today we are going to learn how to make 2 snacks, because who doesn't like snacks, right? So I'm going to teach you how to make potato chips in the microwave. Yes, that is right, in the microwave. And popcorn in the microwave that is not a bag of microwave popcorn, using actual, for real popcorn. So before I go into the kitchen though and start that with you guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why you haven't seen a video in the last week. So remember the last video that I did, I was kind of giving you guys some ideas and some tips on not becoming down and sad during this stay-at-home order. And apparently last week I did not take any of my own advice because I had a very bad week emotionally. Still worked, however, it was a little bit rough. I didn't feel well, which started the week, and then I had to cancel our family vacation for the summer that was supposed to happen in June, so that wasn't a real good thing for me. And then I just have not been sleeping well, which is one of the things I think that I had told you guys in the last video, was that can happen, insomnia, and I really have not been sleeping well because the problems of the world, so to speak, which are not huge problems, but they weigh heavy on my mind. So I did not sleep well last week, which then caused me to pick fights with my kids, pick a fight with my husband, all very much things that are out of character for me. So I felt that it was better to hold off until this week, until I got my mind in the kind of the right spot. So one of the things that helped me was getting outside this weekend, because it was nice. It is nice out today too, but it was very nice on Saturday and Sunday. So I got outside to clean up our backyard and kind of, make it ready for the summer. Because at this point, we really still don't know when you guys will be returning to work, when staff will be returning to work, because we're waiting for orders from the governor to open up our counties, which our counties were not opened yet. So we're looking at least a couple more weeks. So I just wanted to explain to you guys that it happens to everyone. So if you are feeling down, if you are feeling sad because you're not seeing your friends, please know that you're not alone, and that the things that I listed last time in the last video are good things. Get up every day, take a shower, have a plan. I failed to do that last week and ended up having a not so great week. So I hope that that does not happen to you guys too. So with that being said, I'm going to take a minute and get things ready in the kitchen, and then we'll be back, and the first thing we're gonna do is make those potato chips. Yummy! Okay everyone, who's ready to make some potato chips? Here's what you need: a microwave, a potato, a sharp knife. If you don't use a sharp knife, grab somebody who can help you with this. A cutting board or any hard surface to cut on. A regular plate, and a piece of parchment paper. I already cut mine because I didn't have a whole lot left. So, so if you have some parchment paper, just cut off a piece that'll lay over top of the plate. Some Pam, mine's Giant Eagle brand, and this is olive oil kind, but you could use just the regular Pam or the butter flavor Pam, and some salt. So, first thing you want to do is take your potato, and I'm going to cut it into very thin slices. Now, if you're somebody that happens to have a mandolin slicer, that you can go like this and it cuts the real thin strips, then please by all means do that, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to try to cut these very thin. So when I say thin, I mean thin. So let's see if we can, I'm gonna cut my end off and not use that. And I like the skin on the potato, so if you don't like skin, you can peel your potato first, but I actually like it like that, so I'm going to leave it on. So you can see, maybe Hannah, you want to get close up? You can see I'm just trying to cut real thin. I'm not the best cutter in the entire world, but we're trying it anyhow. Don't need a whole ton, just enough that are going to fit on the plate. Let's see. And actually, see how big that is? I'm actually going to cut it. I'm going to cut a chunk off. sit that there. I'm gonna cut that in half so that they're not quite as big. You can cut them however you want, whatever shape, whatever, anything. I see this potato is just a little bit green around the gills there, so I'm gonna leave that piece over there. You can use any kind of potato. I made these the other day to try it out with a red potato. So, and this is just a regular Idaho potato. So I think any kind of potatoes that you happen to have at home will work for this. So when I made these the other night, I gave one to my husband to sample and he said, "Are you sure you didn't fry that?" I'm like, "Swear to you, did not." So I suppose people make these maybe in an air fryer, but I don't have an air fryer. So I am just gonna use my microwave. For those of you that are trying to kind of watch your fried food intake, these might be really good. And you know, the other thing that I found the other night when I made these was, like, who can sit down? Like, I have chips. Look, here's regular chips that I got the other day. Who sits down and eats like 5 chips? Yeah, not me. So I would eat the entire bag or a good portion of the bag. When you do this, it's a little bit like portion control, right? So take your piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna turn mine upside down on here just so it stays a little better. Then you're gonna take your potatoes and you're gonna just, Hannah, you might wanna come in for this. You're just going to place them on the plate, on the parchment paper, just in a single layer. So I'm gonna just go around the plate like so. Kind of in a, like, what, sunshine kind of way there. Now I probably cut too many, which is fine because I can make another batch. I'm taking the thinnest ones. Okay. Oh, wait, I need to dry my hands off. Okay, so see that on the parchment paper. Then I'm gonna take the PAM or the spray and I'm going to spray. Ooh, just a nice layer on top of them. Okay, then I'm gonna turn them around in the same exact spot. So before I actually cut the potato, before you guys came to watch, I actually washed the potato first and dried it off with a paper towel, just so that it got all the dirt from being in the bag with its buddies. So turn them over, and then I'm gonna spray again. Make sure you hit them all, don't use too much. Then I'm gonna take salt. But listen, I'm gonna use salt, but you can actually use just about anything on these. So if you're somebody who likes ranch flavoring and you happen to have the dried ranch powder, you could sprinkle that on top of this. If you like paprika, sprinkle that on. Seasonal, like seasoned salt, you could do that. Whatever you want on top of it to kind of give it some pizzazz. Or nothing at all and just cook them and then dip them in something or just eat them like that. But I like just salt on my potatoes, my potato chips. So I'm going to take the salt grinder and I am going to put some salt on these. And then I'm gonna take my plate and I'm gonna walk over here to the microwave. I'm gonna slide it in there. I'm gonna set the timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we'll be right back in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, 2.5 minutes. Now I'm going to open it. And I'm going to, can you see them? If you don't wanna use your fingers, if you don't have to, you could just flip them. Ah! So I'm just flipping them all over. See how they're starting to crisp up? I wish you could smell them right now. They smell yummy. They're starting to smell like potato chips. Okay. There, they're all turned. I'm going to put them back in and hit for another 2 minutes. We'll be back. Oh They need another minute. Can you see them? I'm gonna put them in for 1 more minute. Be right back. Hey, look at them. A little hot. I do this every time I do a video with you guys, right? I forget to get the oven mitts out. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at those. How do those look? Yummy. I'm gonna put them in a bowl. And I'm gonna try one. Ready? Mmm. Honestly, those are delicious. Seriously. Probably when I'm all done with this, I'm gonna eat these and dip them in some ranch dressing. So try that. 2.5 minutes, then about another 3 minutes after that. Just take a gander at them after you flip them and put them back in. Just keep looking through them. You can see. Hannah, come here and show them. You see how they crisp up. So you can really pay attention to that and judge it for yourself. Oh my, these are delicious. Okay, let me clean this up and I'll be right back to show you how to make some popcorn in the microwave that isn't a bagged microwave popcorn. Be right back. Okay everyone, we are back to learn how to make some popcorn. But I have to say this again. Those chips were so good. I hardly have any left. There's like 4 left in there for after this. But then I'm gonna have popcorn too, right? So, for the popcorn, you need a glass bowl. I'm gonna use a big measuring bowl just because that's what I have. But any glass bowl that doesn't have too big of a wide rim on the top will be fine. And then you need a plate, a glass plate to go over it. In this case, I'm gonna put it on like this. Here's what you're trying to do with your glass plate. You're trying to create a seal so that no air is escaping. And this one, when I tested it the other day, was good, so it worked. So glass bowl, glass plate, measuring cup, 1/4 cup, salt to put on, butter for your popcorn. I already melted this just so that it was save some time, and popcorn, like for real popcorn, with a PWAC chip clip on it. So we eat popcorn in my house all the time, my husband and I. We love popcorn. So that's why I have such a big bag, which is another story that I'll tell you when I start popping this. So you want to take about a 1/4 cup of popcorn. That's it. Dump it into your bowl. Simple, right? I'll close that up in a minute. And then you want to go over to your microwave. Over to your microwave. Oops, I gotta take one of these covers. So I'll take that out. Put it in your microwave and take your plate, turn it upside down to create the seal, and sit it right on top of there. See that? Close your microwave, hit for 5 minutes. It may or may not take 5 minutes, so the reason I'm not gonna pause this video while that's in there is because I wanna hear it popping and I want you guys to hear it popping. But I have a story about this popcorn. So who knew that popcorn was gonna be one of those things that you couldn't find in the grocery store during COVID? I tried for 2 different shopping trips to get a new little container of Orville Redenbacher popcorn. So what did I do when I couldn't find it? I went to Amazon. Really wasn't paying attention, I just wanted popcorn. So there was a bag of popcorn. I thought, oh, I can just fill it into my Orville Redenbacher container. So a few days later, the popcorn came. And see this big bag? It's actually 12 pounds of popcorn. So this is what I had to do to store my popcorn. Oh my goodness gracious. I have more than enough popcorn to probably last me the next, I don't know, 10 years maybe? Hard to say. But yeah, lots of popcorn. Oh, did you hear that? It's starting to pop. And come here so we can listen. So what you're really listening for, you know how whenever you put a microwave bag of popcorn in, it says 3.5 minutes, but then some microwaves it's less, some it's more. You just have to listen for the kernels popping. Same thing I'm doing here. I wish you guys could actually see that because there's a couple kernels that started to pop. What I did find whenever I make it like this is that you are going to be left with some kernels on the bottom that don't pop. If they haven't started popping at all, you can just put them back in and you take the good pieces out and put the kernels back in and pop them. So if you're somebody who does like to eat popcorn a lot, and this is not enough, this will be enough popcorn for like one person. There are other products on the out there that you can purchase. I'll show you guys what we use. This is just a little silicone popcorn popper thing, and that's the seal. Same concept, except that this makes more popcorn. So that's all. Amazon, 20 bucks. Hear that? It's popping in there. It's got another 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on it. We'll see how far we get. If it gets down to, I don't know, 30 seconds left and I still feel like it's popping, I'm gonna hurry up. I don't know if your microwave can do this, but mine I can hit another 30 seconds, which most microwaves have that. So you can do that. Oh, I wish you guys could be here to smell that. The popcorn smells so good. So these are two healthier snacks that you can have while you are at home and you can enjoy with your family. Hey, one thing I did want to tell you guys is, you know, the science project we did with the bouncy eggs that mine splattered everywhere. I had somebody call in to the office last week. I wasn't there yet, so I didn't get to talk to him. But one of our trainees called in and said that he and his sister and his mom did the experiment and that his broke just like mine did, but that his sister's and his mom's actually bounced. So there you go. It does work. Maybe they left it in there longer, who knows, but it worked for them. And then when they tried to save it for later to show their dad when he got home, then their eggs, blew everywhere. So, but it does work, and I'm glad to see that somebody is actually trying these videos. Hannah, it's almost full. I'm probably gonna let it not go much longer, guys. I'd say when the pops get greater than 10 seconds apart, then it's time to stop it. Because you don't want it to burn. Because who's ever smelled burnt popcorn? It's terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. So for my microwave, that was about 4 minutes it took. And here we go again without the. Always have your mitt, unlike me, who always forgets my mitt. Take that off first. So the other reason I like to use this is because it does actually have a handle, the glass bowl. Check it out. There is definitely some unpopped kernels down there, but we have a good bit. So I'm going to finish mine off and pour the butter on. Who likes lots of butter? I love lots of butter on my popcorn. So when you guys have movie night, since the movie theaters are closed, you can make your own popcorn. And everybody can find out. I'm gonna put salt on it. And then I'm just gonna take this and stir it around. But you guys can each make your own flavor. Like, let's say you have a bowl like this and there's 4 people in your family. So everybody, you make each person a bowl and they can put butter or the same thing as the potato chips, really. You could put the ranch seasoning on, or they actually make those popcorn kind of sprinkly things. So it's all very good, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you tried this, this at all, the popcorn or the potato chips, let me know. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, look down below, click subscribe, you'll be notified. And I promise you guys that next week we'll have another video for you. Stay safe and stay well, and just so everybody knows, you are very much missed. Have a good one.